Good morning, students. Second chapter. In this chapter, this last point is a sudden movement. In the beginning of the chapter, we have discussed on the studies the new intents on the earthquakes. That means we were discuss about the new intents of earthquake. Earth means the ground and quake means the travelings. Earthquake is the movement of the earth crust. You have been acquainted with the magnitude and the effect of the earthquake through the activity at the beginning of the chapter itself. Now we will look the sudden movement is called as a earthquake and volcanoes in the earth interior in the details. That means here given the definition of the earthquakes. That means um, earth means the ground. That means earth means any ground or any ground, and quake means the tremblings, and earthquake is the movement of the earth. That means the movement of the earthquake is also known as the movement of the earth crust is also known as the earthquake. That means you have been acquainted with the magnitude and effect of the earthquake through the activity at beginning of the chapter. Now we will look at the sudden movement is called as the earthquake and volcanoes. That means in the sudden movement there are two movements are included. Which movements? The earthquake and the volcanoes. That means the earthquake and the volcanoes, these two movements are included in the sudden movement. Here given, do you know, when you stand on the railway platform near the railway track, you experience traveling in the train passing by speedily. Tremors are also felt when heavy vehicle cross the bridge in the speed. Through this example, one can be estimate the tremors caused during the earthquakes. That means you experience of these three example. That means in sudden movement there are two movements included. Which movements? The first movement is the earthquake and second movement is the volcanoes. That means the earthquake and volcanoes are the included in the sudden movement. Here first is the earthquake. Earthquake, because what is the definition of the earthquake? Earthquake means the movement of the earth crust. That means the movement of the earth crust is also known as the earthquake. Because of the movement occurring in the interior of the earth, tremendous tension is created on the earth crust. That means because of the movement occurring in the interior. That means एखादं जे काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला मुवमेंट होते ज्या वेळेला इंटेरियर मध्ये, tremendous tension is created on the earth crust. At that time the tremendous tension created on the earth crust, when the tension goes beyond limits, the energy is released in the form of wave. That means at that time when the tension is created, at that time this tension goes beyond limit, the energy is released. At that time when tension is created, at that time they are released, energy is released in the form of the wave. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला एखादं टेन्शन क्रिएट होतं त्यावेळेला ते काय करतं, एनर्जी रिलीज्ड करतं. दिस result the trembling of the earth surface, that is the earthquake occurs. The magnitude of the earthquake is measured is Richter scale shown in figure 2.11. That means earth surface. That means here given the what is the earthquake. That means the movement of the earth crust is also known as the earthquake. That means because of the movement occurring in the interior of the earth, at that time the tremendous tension is created, and at that time this tension is, when the tension goes beyond limit, at that time they released energy in form of the wave, and as result tremblings on the earth surface. म्हणजे त्यावेळेला काय होतं, सरफेस हलायला लागतो किंवा मुवमेंट होते. दॅट इज earthquake occurs, आणि त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो, earthquake. The magnitude of the earth is measured in Richter scale. That means they measured in which scale? They measured in a Richter scale. This figure 2.11, that means they measured, that means the magnitude of the earthquake is measured with the help of Richter scale. This is also known as the, in figure 2.11, this is also known as the Richter scale, or they measured by the Richter scale. Causes of the earthquake. What is the causes of the earthquake? Moving of the plates. That means first causes of the earthquake is the moving of the plates. That means the moving of the plates is a major causes of the earthquake. Colliding of the plates. Colliding of the plates is the second causes of the earthquake. Plates sliding on one below the other, that means the plate sliding one below the other, that means this plate sliding which is the one below to the other. Fourth is the forming of the fracture in the rock layers to tension in the interior of the earth. That means at that time the tension created on the interior of the earth, at that time the fractures in the rocks layer. that means काय होतं तिथं रॉक्सला फ्रॅक्चर्स गेले जातात. occurring of the volcanic eruption. That means at that time when the earth quakes causes to the occurring the volcanic eruption. That means at that time you understand the causes of the earthquake. That is, first is the moving of the plates, second is the colliding of the plates, and third, plate sliding one below the other. That means this plate sliding one below the others. Third is fourth is forming the fractures in the rocks layers. That means fourth fractures is created on the rocks, and last is the occurring of the volcanic eruption. This is the causes of the earthquake. Here is given the figure of the Richter scale. Here given the, do you know the Australia, Africa, Eurasia, North America, South America, Pacific, Antarctic, we are 7 major plates. You know na, these are the 7 plates which are the Australia, Africa, Eurasia, North America, South America, Pacific and Antarctic are the 7 major plates. The earth crust is made of the such plate. That means these are the responsible for the made of the these are the responsible for the earth crust. Ocean and continents are spread over these plates. That means there are ocean and continents are the spread on these 7 plates. Depending on the compression and tension formed in the interior of earth, these plates move in a various directions. That means when the interior of the tension created on this interior of the earth, at that time these plates move in the various direction. That means these 7 plates are responsible for the earth crust and the ocean and continents spread on these plates. Next point is the focus and epicenter. What is the focus and epicenter? That means because of the movement occurring below the earth surface, tension is created and the keep on the accumulating. That means because of the movement occurring in the below of the earth surface, म्हणजे एखादी movement ज्या वेळेला अर्थ सरफेसच्या खाली होते त्यावेळेला टेन्शन इज created. At that time the tension is created and keep on the accumulating. The high energy released at the place where the tension mouth ups. That means त्यावेळेला काय होतं, जे अर्थ सरफेसच्या इंटेरियरला मुवमेंट होते त्यावेळेला काय होतं, टेन्शन काय होतं एनर्जी रिलीज्ड ॲट द प्लेस वेअर द टेन्शन मॉन्ट्स अप. टेन्शन क्रिएटेड झाल्यामुळे काय होतं तिथं, टेन्शन क्रिएटेड झाल्यामुळं तिथं काय होतं, एनर्जी रिलीज्ड होते. दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ द earthquake and this is also known as the center of the earthquake. It is called as the focus of hypocenter, and this is known as the focus of hypocenter. That means because of the movement occurring the below on the earth surface, म्हणजे एखादी जर सरफेसच्या आतमध्ये मुवमेंट होत असेल त्यावेळेला काय होतं, टेन्शन क्रिएटेड झाल्यामुळे एनर्जी रिलीजड होते आणि ती कुठं होते, प्लेस वेअर दिस टेन्शन माउंट अपला ती कुठं होते, टेन्शन क्रिएटेड होते. दिस सेंटर इज center of the earthquake, and this is they created the center of the earthquake. It is called as the focus or hypocenter, and this is known as the focus or hypocenter. Energy waves scattered in all direction from of the center. जे एखाद्या सेंटर पासून जर ऑल डिरेक्शनला काय झाल्या, स्प्रेड झाल्या, स्कॅटर्ड झाल्या, this place of the earth surface where the energy wave reach first is called as the epicenter of the earthquake. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला एनर्जी रिलीज होते, एनर्जी वेव्स काय होतात, ऑल डायरेक्शनला काय होतात, स्प्रेड होतात किंवा सेंटर पासून ऑल डायरेक्शनला गेल्यानंतर दिस प्लेस ऑन द अर्थ सरफेस वेअर द एनर्जी वेव्ह रीच फर्स्ट इज कॉल्ड ॲज द एपिसेंटर. आणि ॲट दॅट टाइम दिस वेव्ह रीच्ड फर्स्ट दॅट मीन्स वेअर द एनर्जी वेव्ह रीच फर्स्ट, म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी त्या फर्स्ट रीच्ड होतात किंवा पोहोचतात त्यालाच काय म्हटलं जातं, एपिसेंटर ऑफ द earthquake, and this is also known as the epicenter of the earth. लक्षात आलं का, the energy wave scattered or the energy wave spread on the all direction from the center. That means the wave is spread on the center to all direction, and this place on the earth surface where the energy reach first. This place is also known as the epicenter of the earthquake. It is called as the epicenter of the earthquake. It is the nearest place on the earth surface from the focus, and it is experience the first tremors. The epicenter is the perpendicular to the focus. That means it is the nearest place on the earth surface. That means this place is the nearest from the earth surface from the focus. That means the earth, this place is a nearest place earth surface from the focus. That means ते कुठं nearest असतं surface पासून फोकसला. इट इज एक्सप्रेस द फर्स्ट ट्रिमर्स, आणि तिथेच काय होतं, आपल्याला फर्स्ट ट्रिमर्सचे काय होते, एक्सप्रेस येतो. द एपिसेंटर इज द परपेंडिक्युलर टू दी फोकस. दॅट मीन्स दिस एपिसेंटर विच इज द परपेंडिक्युलर टू दी फोकस, आणि तो कुठं फोकसला काय असतो, परपेंडिक्युलर असतो. कोण, एपिसेंटर. हिअर टाइप ऑफ सिस्मिक वेव्स. डायग्राम. When the tension is released at the focus the energy travel all direction. The energy comes toward the earth's surface in the form of the wave. The seismic waves can be divided into primary, secondary and surface wave. That means when the tension is created and the wave is tension is created, energy released at that time, this form of the wave, and this energy or this waves is traveling all direction. This energy comes toward the earth surface in the form of the wave. These are seismic waves are divided into primary, secondary and surface wave. First is primary wave or P waves. These are the first ones to reach the surface the earth after the energy is emitted the earth interior. The travels at very fast speed. That means they are first one reach on the surface. That means the wave which are first reach on the earth surface after the energy. That means energy नंतर लगेच reach होणाऱ्या waves काय असतात, primary waves असतात. Interior, the travels at a very fast and speed from the focus. That means this waves travels are very fast speed from the focus of the earthquake is a radial direction. That means the direction of this wave, primary wave, is a radial direction. Subjected to P wave, particles in the rocks move in the direction of wave to the fro. The wave move to from the fro. Therefore, these waves are also called as the forward-backward waves. That means these are the first reach on the earth surface, and earth surface after the energy, and these waves travel is very fast and speed from the focus. That means these are very fast and speed from the focus of the earthquake in radial direction. That means this direction of this wave is radial. Subjected to p wave, particles in the rock move in direction of wave to fro. That means they are subjected to p wave. Particles is rock move in direction. That means the particles move to the direction of wave to fro. That means this wave to the fro. The waves from to the fro. Therefore, this wave is also called as the forward backward. That means this move from the move to fro. That means this waves waves to fro. That means therefore these waves are also called as the forward backward waves. That means this is also known as the forward backward waves. These waves can travel through all these three states. That means these waves are can be travels. That means this goes on these three state. You know, no? Three state: liquid, solid, and gaseous. That means this p wave is passing through or traveling to the liquid, solid, or gaseous state. But while they're traveling through the liquid medium, their direction get changed. At that time, the p waves which are traveling to the liquid medium, at that time they are change its direction. It is because of the primary wave that building on the earth surface move back and forth. That means this wave, because of the primary waves, that the buildings on the earth surface move back and forth. Hmm? Secondary wave, the wave which reach the earth surface after the primary wave, is called as the secondary wave. That means the wave which reached after the primary wave, this is also known as the secondary wave. The wave also scatter in the all direction from the focus of the earth. That means as like the primary waves, these waves are also scattered in the all direction from the focus of the earthquake. Their velocity is lesser than the p wave. That means the velocity of this wave is less than the primary waves. The particles lying in the way of this wave move up and down in the direction of energy transfer. That means at that time particles laying on this way of this wave, at that time they move upward and downward in the direction of energy transfer. This wave can travel only through the solid medium. That means in the primary waves traveling on the all state, that means solid, liquid, and gaseous state. But these waves only traveling on the solid medium. They get absorbed as the enter the liquid medium. The building on the earth's surface move up and down because of this wave. These are more destructive than the p wave. That means they are only passing through the solid medium and they get absorbed as they enter of the liquid medium. The building on the earth's surface move up and down because of this waves. That means the building of the earth's surface is move up and down because of this waves. These are more destructive than the p waves and they are more destructive of the p waves. Third is the surface or L waves. These waves are generated after the main P and S wave reached the epicenter. That means these waves are also generated from after the main P wave and S waves reach the epicenter. The travels in the direction of circumference of the earth along the crust. That means these waves are traveling in the direction of the circumference of the earth along the crust. They are highly destructive. That means they are highly destructive waves. And seismogram, through these instruments, the graphs showing movement of the seismic wave can be generated. After the studying of the graph, magnitude of the earthquake is known. figure 2.11 show the simple seismograms and the seismograph prepared from its. Now with the help of the modern technology, advanced seismogram have been designed. With their help, even microseismic waves can be observed. That means here given the example experiment of the weight. Hang a heavy bag and pouch on the hook and spring balance as shown in the figure. Pull the bag down and release it. Observe the spring and note the movement of the spring. Last, effect of the earthquake. What is the effect of the earthquake? Crack and fractures developed on the ground. That means effect of the earthquake. First effect, the crack and fractures developed on the ground. That means the any surface or any ground, the cracks and fractures developed on this ground causes landslides, which leads to sliding of the rocks. The causes of landslides, which leads to the sliding of rocks. That means the sliding of rocks is created causes of the landslides. Sometime of the groundwater change its course. That means sometime effect of the earthquakes. That means this groundwater change its course. For example, well may we get water or may dry up. म्हणजे काही वेळेला काय करतात, ग्राउंड वॉटर चेंज इट्स कोर्स करतात. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखाद्या विहिरीला काय होतं, वेल मे बी गेट वॉटर म्हणजे एखाद्या विहिरीला पाणी लागतं किंवा एखाद्या विहिरीमधील पाणी ड्राय होतं. सम एरियाज गेट अपलिफ्टेड व्हाईल सम मे सबसाइड. म्हणजे काही एरिया काय होतो, अपलिफ्टेड झालेला आपल्याला दिसून येतो. देन सम एरियाज गेट अपलिफ्टेड व्हाईल सम मे बी सबसाइड. काय होतो, अपलिफ्टेड होतो, काय काही सबसाइड्स होतो. Tsunamis are generated in ocean. That means the tsunami is generated on the ocean. कशामुळे, इफेक्ट ऑफ द earthquake. These waves can be cause great loss of life and properties in the coastal area. त्यामुळे काय होतं, कोस्टल एरियाचा बराचसाच भाग काय होतो, डिस्ट्रॉय होतो. जे काय लॉस ऑफ लाईफ अँड प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ कोस्टल एरियाज इन स्नो कवर्ड एरियाज. काही वेळेला काय होतं, स्नो कवर्ड एरिया होतो अँड avalanche may occurs. आणि avalanche काय होतात, occurs होतात. बिल्डिंग कोलॅप्स अँड लॉस ऑफ द लाईफ अँड द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑकर. बिल्डिंग काय होतात, कोलॅप्स होतात आणि लॉस ऑफ लाईफ अँड द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑकर्स. ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन रूट्स गेट डिसरप्टेड. दॅट मीन्स एक ट्रान्सपोर्टेड आपले रूट्स काय होतात, डिस्ट्रॉय होतात किंवा डिसरप्टेड होतात. कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टीम कोलॅप्स. कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टीम सुद्धा also काय होते, कोलॅप्स होते. आणि इथं अर्थक्वेक हा पॉईंट संपलेला आहे.